Hey there, quirky folks. We just got to celebrate 3 generations of Spider-Man with No Way Home. But now fans want some more action from Sony's Spidey arsenal. And we're glad to tell you that they are not willing to stop anytime soon. Given their pattern, Sony likes to prioritize sequels for all projects that make them big money. All 3 Spider-Man movies came out in just 5 years. Venom came out in 2018, and Venom 2 is scheduled for 2020. It's just that the pandemic delayed the sequel, or else we would have got it in October 2020 itself. And now, Sony is ready to fast-track all other Spider-Man related projects. But before I tell you about these, watch our sweet little intro, and subscribe to our channel so we could continue making content for you guys. Okay, now first up, we've got Morbius. Sony has been ready to launch Morbius for more than a year now. This Jared Leto star project is Sony's big attempt at creating their own exclusive cinematic universe. And they'll obviously hope to create a whole franchise out of it. Coming off the success of Spider-Man No Way Home, people might also be excited about this one. And guess what? It is going to feature Michael Keaton's Adrian's Tomb somehow. We don't know if the movie takes place within the MCU, but it is also rumored to have J. Jonah Jameson. It even has connections to the Amazing Spider-Man universe with references to Oscorp, Rhino, and Black Cat. The Daily Bugle logo looks like the one that was in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies. And the Spidey that is tainted as a murderer is also wearing Tobey's suit. But Morbius directly referenced Venom. So we'll have to wait and see how Sony explains these connections when Morbius arrives on January 28th, 2022, just a month after No Way Home. After that, we'll get Spider-Man Across the SpiderVerse Part 1 and 2. Spider-Man Into the SpiderVerse turned out to be a big opening on Sony's superhero animated front. With Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen in the lead, they literally brought a comic book to life featuring several Spider people together. Miles managed to close the multiversal connection by defeating Kingpin. But now, a few years after that, the connection seems to be open as Spider-Gwen walks into his Earth once again. You've got to be excited about this one, because it also features Oscar Isaac as Miguel O'Hara, the Spider-Man from 2099. He seems to be battling Miles for some reason. Anyway, Sony was willing to give the sequel almost 4 years because they wanted to get it right, and the creators were asked to make a 2-parter event to finish the trilogy. So all in all, we are getting 3 Spider-Verse movies in 5 years as Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 arrives on October 7th, 2022, and Part 2 will follow it sometime in 2023. But Spider-Man isn't their only cash cow, as they're also bringing us Kraven the Hunter.
Welcome, Spider-Man. Welcome to the jungle.
Director J.C. Chander is in charge of this project, and Sony was really impressed by Aaron Taylor Johnson's performance in the upcoming action movie Bullet Train. So, they've cast him as a young Kraven the Hunter. Sony has made January its regular release month, as Kraven is set to arrive on January 13th, 2023. Hopefully, we'll get to see him take on Spider-Man. But if Kraven doesn't do it, I'm pretty sure that someone else will do it in Venom 3.
He did not taste good.
There have been talks of Venom taking on Spider-Man in Venom 3 ever since the franchise began. Let There Be Carnage wasn't as successful as the first one, but it still made $498 million in the pandemic era. So, Sony has officially confirmed that Venom 3 is now under development. Venom's short trip to the MCU has ended, and there's no indication of Tom Holland's Spider-Man coming to SPUMC. So if Venom is supposed to battle Spider-Man in Venom 3, then it could be a Spider-Man variant from Venom's universe played by Holland himself. Or we might actually see someone like Andrew Garfield jump universes to take on Venom. He was also supposed to tackle a Venom symbiote in his cancelled Amazing Spider-Man 3. But maybe that could happen in Venom 3 now. We don't have a confirmed release window for Venom 3 right now, but given the release pattern, it might arrive in October 2023 or October 2024. If Sony can actually wait till 2024, then they might be able to set up Tom Holland's jump to the Venomverse with their next Spider-Man movie. So let's wait and see which Spidey gets to take on Venom. Also, Venom 3 could tease the arrival of the symbiote god Null to set up Sony's massive crossover event like Infinity War. Another film in Sony's pipeline is SpiderWoman. Olivia Wilde is set to direct a movie featuring Jessica Drew's SpiderWoman. It was announced in 2020, but we haven't had any news updates on the project just yet. Because it was announced so soon, Sony could actually allot the project to their October 2023 release window. But it is likely that the October window will go to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 2. So my guess is that if the SpiderWoman project doesn't get cancelled like Silver and Black, then it could be given a January 2024 release. After this, we should expect the next MCU Spider-Man trilogy. Sony has already confirmed that we're getting Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6 in the MCU. The trilogy will feature Peter Parker's years in college. Spider-Man 4 is under works right now, but we'll see a new director taking it on since Jon Watts has moved to direct the Fantastic Four franchise. This new director might take on the whole trilogy. Spoiler warning for those who haven't seen No Way Home just yet. Leave the video right here as I'm going to talk spoilers. Those who have seen it would know that the world has forgotten that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. He has got a fresh start, with his new hand-stitched suit inspired by Tobey and Andrew's Spider-Man. Now we'll see a more classic take on Spider-Man, where he gets a job, pays his own rent, and sadly gets no support from Auntie May. But he'll get to be his own hero. Both Ned and MJ get to go to MIT, so it will be interesting to see how Peter reunites with them. Since Sony and Marvel like to add other MCU heroes in Spider-Man movies, there might be several others coming in this new trilogy. Peter could get to team up with Daredevil, Deadpool, The Punisher, Shang-Chi, and several others. He would definitely go on to mentor Miles Morales when he gets his MCU origin. The likes of Scorpion, JJJ, Kingpin, and several others could be the antagonists in these movies. Ned could finally become Hobgoblin. And since a part of the Venom symbiote has been left in the MCU, we might even see it come in contact with Spider-Man in Part 4 itself. There are so many possibilities for how this franchise could move forward. It will take a whole separate video for me to discuss these ideas. So for now, I'm going to move on to the next bit, which is Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man movies. Sony really wanted to go all in with Garfield's Spider-Man, as they both had the amazing Spider-Man 3 and 4 under works before the MCU. And now with the revival of Garfield's Spider-Man thanks to No Way Home, the world is campaigning to let him complete his trilogy. His recent appearance proved that he was a great Spider-Man, who just got bad scripts. But now, rumor has it that multiple appearances as the web-slinger are being discussed with Garfield over at Sony. So, he could get another solo run and some more SPUMC crossover cameos. For the final entry, I've got Electro. Yes, Sony could be exploring a potential Electro spinoff featuring Jamie Foxx. The well-known movie insider Charles Murphy went on to suggest this possibility despite Max's loss of powers in No Way Home. So, it will be interesting to see how Sony makes it happen. But for now, both Electro and Garfield's reports are to be taken with grains of salt since nothing is official. In the past, there have been talks for projects based on Jackpot and Nightwatch 2. But these projects must be too far Sony's pipeline of movies. Which of these Spider-Man movies are you excited about? Do you want Sony to bring us Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4 as well? Let us know your thoughts and preferences in the comments. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.